Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing are back in the building. Shout out to LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Man, I wanted to make a quick video. This is my second attempt. Like, man, every time I try to do a video, somebody wants to call me. I'm still sitting in the parking lot outside of the gym. Just took me a little bit of pre-workout. My ears starting to itch, so this video gonna be quick. I want to talk about the whole Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, Victor Conte situation. Now, my take on it is simple. When it comes to Victor Conte, he's a convicted drug cheat. Fighters and athletes under him has failed drug tests on numerous occasions. And to me, that's all I need to know, and that's all anyone needs to know when it comes to his reputation. And I feel like he should be out of sports in its entirety, not only boxing, just all sports in general. Mikey Garcia, I'm a firm believer of innocent until proven guilty. Mikey Garcia hasn't failed a drug test, so I'm not going to treat him like he's a dirty fighter until he is a dirty fighter, or it's clear evidence that he's juicing outside of a positive test. And what I mean by that, based off of Mikey's own admission, he hasn't done any strength and conditioning. I'm no pro boxer or anything like that. I'm 29 years old. I've been working out a good portion of my life, from when my dad made me work out when I was a kid to when I was a teenager and I did my own shit. And like, I was in the Air Force, I worked out there, and I do my own thing now beyond all of that stuff. I've been in physical condition for strength, endurance, all of that, whatever. I'm no pro. I do it for me. It's fun. It's easy for me to stay in shape. It's easy for me to put on muscle. It's easy for me to cut down. I understand. But like I said, I'm 29. Mikey Garcia is older than me. I can already tell based off of my build and Mikey Garcia's build, when it comes to building muscle, I'm not going to speak on his endurance. I'm not talking about boxing. I'm just talking about just genetics when it comes to building muscle. I know that I'm genetically superior to Mikey Garcia. Now, Mikey Garcia has not failed any drug tests, so to me, it is what it is. Whatever he's doing, it's not going to help him with Errol Spence. I don't care, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. It's not enough time to get in that type of shape to condition your body unless he's on the juice. And even if he's on the juice, that's still not enough time to do it. I go to Gold's Gym. I've showed it in plenty of videos. I'll show it again. I'm outside of my gym, Gold's Gym. It's a popular gym. There's plenty of guys in my gym that I know they are on the juice. I know it. And it's just not enough time for Mikey to gain the type of strength that he's trying to gain the type of mass that he's trying to gain for it to be effective against Errol Spence. So I'm going to treat Mikey like he's a clean fighter. Unless I see some ridiculous body transformation, then that's when the accusations start. So for me right now, Mikey Garcia is innocent until proven guilty. But is it a bad look to be working with Victor Conte? Absolutely, man. It's definitely a bad look. I mean, I look at it from a different perspective in life. I'm saying, I know it's more like on a more serious level, but if I had some guy that's decided that he wants, like if somebody was like a pedophile, or some dude was a rapist, or the guy known for beating his wife, or whatever the case may be, man. Like you got a cousin that was a crackhead, you definitely proceed with caution. If I have a cousin that was a crackhead, and I'm not gonna move like they've been clean their whole life. I'm not gonna trust them around my valuables. Like, I don't care what change in life that they've had. If they've been caught doing it over and over again, it's just a certain way I gotta move with those people. So the same way if somebody was a child molester or rapist, or they've been accused of it on multiple occasions, I'm not gonna have that trust in them. So Mikey Garcia, at this point in his career, willing to trust Victor Conte, to me, it's not a good look. I find it to be extremely suspicious. Now, with all of that being said, it's not going to matter. Mikey Garcia looks horrible to me. And so I know everyone say, well, boxing is not about bodybuilding, this, and that. Like, man, I get it. But at the same time, Mikey Garcia is a little guy. He's moving up to 147. And even though he's like 5'7", like I'm not that much taller than, I'm like 5'9" and a half. Not that much taller than Mikey Garcia. Now, granted, he's moving up in weight. He's about 5'7". I'm like 185, 190. And I'm looking at like, man, if I've been 193 with 10 times more definition than Mikey Garcia, and that's when I was bulking. So to me, like, I truly can't, like, I understand genetics, I get that. But when your job and your career is a boxer, your career is wrapped around your physical fitness, your physical endurance, and constantly training and making sure you're in the best shape possible, I cannot understand for the life of me how he's not, like, he's not in better physical condition. Like, I don't get it, man. It makes no sense to me. I've said it in videos before. Like, man, I work in IT. I'm a cybersecurity analyst. I sit at a desk and I do nerd shit on a computer and I get paid for it. I don't get paid for any physical abilities other than the ability to move my fingers and move a mouse and shit like that. If I could stay in shape to the point where you can physically see it, I feel like Mikey Garcia, he has way more money than me. He should be able to do it. And he has more time to do it because that's what he does for a living. But that's neither here nor there at this point. When it comes to this whole Errol Spence fight, I think it's just a lot of build up and it's a lot of hype. Me personally, when this fight was announced, I wasn't happy about it at all. And at this point, it's going to happen. I can't do anything about it. Me being a boxing fan, I know I'm going to watch it. But the only thing I want from Errol Spence is pure destruction. He needs to go in here and he needs to destroy Mikey Garcia from when the bell rings until the towel is thrown in, or until Mikey Garcia's eyes roll back into his head, or he's bent over, hunched over because he's in so much pain because the Errol delivered a vicious body shot to him. Like, that's the only expectation I have in this fight. To me, this fight going to the 10th round is unacceptable for Errol Spence Jr. Like, we're making all of this fuss about how Mikey Garcia isn't conditioned well. To me, it's one of those situations where the more we talk about Mikey Garcia, the more we talk about the whole SNAC situation, and he still looks horrible, and, you know, he looks like a Pop-Tart. To me, he looked like a damn Pop-Tart. That's what he looked like. Or a kangaroo, all that shit. It's just creating a bigger case of why Errol Spence should destroy him, and if he doesn't, it's not a good look. Errol Spence is one of my favorite fighters. He's actually my second favorite fighter behind Jarrett Hurd. If Jarrett Hurd wasn't from the DMV, Errol Spence would be my number one fighter, but that's neither here nor there for this topic. Yeah, I just expect destruction. I don't see Mikey Garcia surviving in this fight. I don't want Errol to play with Mikey. He needs to go in this ring and he needs to destroy him. Now, whatever happens after that fight, that's a whole another topic for me. I made plenty of videos in the past about the whole Sean Porter situation, where how the Porters pisses me off when it comes to this Errol Spence topic. But it just needs to be pure destruction. Mikey Garcia, he, to me, has nothing to lose in this fight. If he loses, oh, he was too small, he wasn't ready. If he wins, he shocked the world, pulled off the upset of the decade. Either way it goes, Mikey Garcia, he can bounce back from this, but he can bounce back depending on how bad Errol Spence destroys him in that ring. Now, if Errol Spence puts on the clinic and he dismantles Mikey Garcia to the point where he's no longer the same fighter, then that was a risk he was willing to take. And honestly, even though I don't necessarily want that to happen, the fact that Mikey decided to take this fight, that's what needs to happen. Plain and simple. But we're going to see, guys. I mean, overall, Mikey is innocent in my book until proven guilty. It's no signs from those recent pictures that have been released that Mikey has received any type of benefits from dealing with SNAC. he could be juiced to the gills. Like I said, man, I've seen guys on juice at my gym day in and day out, and it's just one of them things where it's like, it's not gonna matter. It's really not. And if he's clean, that's great. You know, I'm all about clean boxing. And even playing field, Mikey signed up for this. He called out Errol Spence. So whatever happens is what he, you know, he deserves what he gets. Win, lose, draw, or destruction. But that's my take, guys. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.